Abusia, good things are happening in Ghana. You see inflation, apart from which is more money chasing fewer goods.
The CPI for June 2025 was 257.3, down from 260.5 in May 2025.
Abusia, apart from 18.4% to 13.7%. The lowest it has been since 2021.
Now, inflation for June 2025 has dropped sharply to 13.7%, the lowest level since December 2021.
And still now,
Per the latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service, food inflation saw the most significant drop, falling to 16.3% from 22.8% in May. Non-food inflation also eased to 11.4% from 14.4%.
About 6 months ago, that's also $1. Now it's about 16, 17 cedis. Now it's 10.35 Ghana cedis as at the recording of this video.
June 2025 inflation data showed sharp contrasts across regions, with the Upper West recording the highest at 32.3%, driven by food and utility prices, while the Bono region posted the lowest at 8.4%.
China for still now
Gold board one more tax force one more ache China this year edu ebi ewa asankregwe no ewa to yamantam ne emo se one more fakwete kwan yeso a one more ton gold ewo my Ghana emo
excavators ya yedi yagalamse ese no ma Ghana abusia ya chichi binom e dey bia ne yesi what ports for Ghana ye more than 100 excavators na yesi ya babe put a stop to all that say ne be at least the fighting galamse angle no. We're
going to change the permitting regime. You will not be allowed to import an excavator or put it on a ship unless you get a permit before you can ship an excavator.
Afenyo marking is still bleeding.
Let's not say to ourselves, had I known.
Chama Wood to me is silent. No coup or war whatsoever. Our Ghana and Indian Prime Minister Mpo right now. Nenam Ghana. What you say? Some man was jamming following that match, but you must have back Ghana and Chama Chelepa. How are you share the airport? You didn't call president as tonight, and Nekura metes or parliament. Come on.
The histories of India and Ghana bear the scars of colonial rule.
But Abuja is not all good news. Now let's talk about two stories here. A trending. Back home. You remember that kind of fuel levy and this for try so they buy almost you postpone or suspend whatever.
In line with the dialogue's recommendation to boldly tackle the crisis in the energy sector, Parliament yesterday approved an amendment to the Energy Sector Levies Act and the Certificate of Urgency, introducing a 1 CD, Ghana CD, increase in the energy sector recovery levy.
And this was a psych. It's back. Come July 16th. This time is not kind of debatable. It's right now going to be enforced. We are going to pay. Now for a month for any, you see that levy like 1 CD, like 95 pesos basically. And now no, move from 95 pesos, the 1 CD come home. So now 95 pesos, now it's going to be 1.95 Ghana cedis.
This decision, though difficult, is necessary and justifiable.
Yeah. This tax, two things. One, too early for Ghanaians. And then second, if there's one more just scam there, any other thing be a mommy, which I say is good. But the fact is, what go to ECG for cow. That is what I don't like.
Our energy sector carries a debt burden of over 3.1 billion US dollars.
Because ultimately running an organization, a company, now uboka ni wiya, na obi fufuro tini be drain hono. Or not scam to bois, not the betu come out. That to me is not right. But Abusia, they are the leaders of the land. Nyombeka neko. Buy me a video soritium. MPP for soritium. A lot of people talk kutiaye. Some people were also happy.
If the government in power is going to make good use of the tax, the 1 CD energy levy that is going to impose, then I think it's a step in the right direction.
Because other people is given the choice of sell better sumu. And now they do 1 CD, better 1 liter of fuel or better so.
We are simply calling the Ghanaian people to at least make available 1 Ghana cedis per liter. And the effect of that will not be felt because, like, obviously, 16 and 13 Ghana, which is better.
And Abusia, based on how Ghana, we are, Nasi, you do more light here, we are now with fear. Make us say, you say, on the boys in Ibi. Nasi, winter means, and now you see light of the Rano campaigner. You go for the first cannon to Minya light. What you say? Now, let's hope, say, says Kayomoje, they can actually use it to do the things on Monsieur Mode Baby. There are little things here and there in this if we're here, it's kind of questionable, Kakra, but maybe I bear whole video, later down the line. Because time MPP for us, me cancel no more loan every World Bank, $250 million. And this is for TM style behavior.
The MPP government was asking for a facility of $250 million from the same World Bank. The NDC objected to it. As a matter of fact, they made the whole world and the whole of the country to understand that taking the loan was bad and that the government was contracting loan.
And then they come to office, and now no matter that loan, and this time around it's not even 250 million, but 360 million.
Just 6 months into their own government, they have contracted some $360 million, and that is a debt added to the Ghana debt stock.
So and that is different from the IMF money. Now, granted, NPP for a whole lot of money there for NDC for to use to run the country. So if they are going for a loan and then making sure that at least they use it for normal Ghana, I am down for it. Because President Mahama, you better that one dedicated video about the 24-hour economy, officially will launch it.
While the 24-hour plus program is national in scope, our flagship intervention is the Volta Economic Corridor, a transformational effort to unlock the economic and environmental potential of the Volta Lake and its surrounding lands.
NPP for are silent about it. NPP for I've been your marking press conference. What you say? And Abusia Utiensema President Mahama now can the 24-hour economy launch. Ninwa money in vision. God Almighty, if he is able to implement it and make it work, it's over with for NPP. I swear down. It doesn't matter who NPP will bring come 2028, they are going to still lose.
We'll irrigate over 2 million hectares of land for intensive agriculture under Grow 24.
Now back to the original story. So the 1 cedi per liter now was your money babato. Can say full house no. Send be schedule to ECG car be brebo mo de na ka ho no. Abusia, it's in full effect. July 16th. So net 3rd. So probably in the next 2 weeks. So Okotofu and Asa Kosro by 1 cedi. I'm sure that you will not even see it because Omatifu was way too much. Say enumpo be shema enkon hagin.
This decision, though difficult, is necessary and justifiable.
But seni adini si kon na se kokko dane na afedie. Fu na mote so no amasandi we yaba no na se fu na buasan jompo kosoro biema. That is something be a Ghana for any NDC for ntwini. And they know that. And I believe that they will make sure that it doesn't happen that way. So, at least that is something. And finally, the last story in this video. 2024, about why Kokotoye. Abuja parliamentarians, there so many of the NDC for winning massively. But there was a couple of, constituency problem back. Baku was Ablekuma North. Abuja up to now, Omuni a representative of parliament. Yes, see what that constituency, how one nice and can normal and because of that, you will do on the resource and as a declaration of the resource for that constituency. And then based on NPP for say I'm gonna win here, NDC for say I'm gonna win here. And EC also candidate different. What you say?
She won the elections. She won the elections. Because for the new patriotic party, there's something that rose do before I even go to the EC coalition center.
A tuama baba topic of the day, sir. I think it's a nano. EC the abab on thing. Section now which is July 11th. Abusia mo baba rerun. Baba tuaba no for 119 can say polling stations. Send a beya. Ultimately, you bet me is okay. Indeed, nipa way and arena. Now, so basically the two candidates I found somewhere popular in this from the NPP camp and then the NDC camp. NPP for they are not going to do it because they say based on their tally sheet, based on their pink sheet, based on their sheet, based on their cheat sheet. Every cheat be actually so married.
I'm telling you once again that our candidates Honorable Nana Akuya also 434,613 votes.
So if they are going to do a rerunner, it's kind of unfavorable to them. And again, keep in mind, the NDC for bars, seriously, they are performing. And no one wants to vote for a loser. So it's more likely to be, say if there's a mujitum say, I'm going to go to this time around, for the second time now, NPP for gap, just say, Lusua to the level say because of that, they say they are not doing any rerun. Because if they are confident in themselves, they will even welcome this idea. But they say someone winning the first time, so they don't need to rerun anything.
We will not agree to that.
No way. What is funny to me is say NPP for a press conference or much say right now, like, they don't understand the EC. They don't even trust the EC because they feel like there are people who are EC office now. They want to maintain their jobs, so they want to do things that favor the NDC government and not them, the NPP. I brought the boss of the EC, NPP for the DNC, so. So right now, they themselves, they don't trust their own person now. Or share EC, headquarters or the EC boss Jeeeesus. Yeah, definitely NDC for being before I say next election, baby. But now no munye did it. NPP for untrusted, NDC for untrusted, but still now the rerun. It's something where they need to do, and NPP for say they won't do it. So right now, my question is: so if they decide, NPP for decide it's okay, we are not going to do the rerun now. Is that person going to run uncontested? And as I say, from the NDC camp, and if that happens, then that lady is also going to win. And I can't wait for what will happen come July 11th.
I'm telling you once again that our candidates, Honorable Nana Akuya also 434,613 votes.
But the money I J Afenyo marking this one say up till now. Afenyo marking Busia, Onyama Bontin Mama speech. Sir, Waba. Obatame. Wow. There's a guy. Now make us all more. Sir. All right. Abusia, I apologize. Now make us up when you mark your carry him for we say Abusia. He's talking again.
With all of this said, I would humbly plead with my colleague opposite me to program the EC. We just received Prime Minister Modi talking about our strides in democracy. Let us not wish them away. In the sub-region, many countries wish they were Ghana. They are not Ghana because they took the institutions for granted. And today, they are paying dearly for it. Let's not say to ourselves, had I known.
Or they are prioritizing say than the democracy of the country.
EC must come here and brief us why, in spite of their being unequivocal, they have now changed course. We must not allow this. So, Mr. Speaker, I expect that on issue 1, next week, the EC will be programmed to come and brief the House.
Again, what the funny mean is that this EC, the NPP folks, because NDC for Nipa more than the Kokoshe or Charlotte say you need and on Jeeeesus now they can trust Jeeeesus. But majority leader of parliament, the reason why it's here, there is a need for the rerun, according to the Electoral Commission.
The Electoral Commission is saying that their own presiding officers did not verify the 19 polling stations. And because their presiding officers did not verify the 19 polling stations, they don't think that those polling station results should be used. And that is why they are deciding to rerun those 19 polling stations.
To me, if they use in cancer, then that makes sense. They want to do things be free and fair. And if they, in my opinion, if anything was going to be swayed, and I say, biased, kakra, in Quebec, my the NPP for because I'm going to do a mobile. But now, the NPP for this through. Go figure. Well, my mum had a conversation as well. Do you think that the rerun idea no is good? And now it won't help. Yeah, try to answer your back in Kemby. Thanks for watching. Tap send. Then numero uno. Mobile app. I will see a bit in just send this car command off for our Ghana. So Italy, Germany, Europe, USA, even Dubai. Now person send this car the brand off for Ghana. App where so use tap send. Apple App Store and Google Play Store na downloading right now for 2 phones. Because how they send this car command off for BR. Yanti we levy. Exchange rate in Wasro is fast, it's secure, it's all the good things and mouth trouble. Almost security a top notch. And I first time I could download the app now you see they send this car. Ubo code Magraheb Shema. Depending on baby I want. You better see a chowska. I'm at the ska was sending on. There was just only starting use to tap sender. Make conform our neck. If you know more mobile wallet, I was your bet me load do no with ska. The times was I will send this kind of command for Ghana. Na nyafe na be connected to bank. Dabi. Oh tap wallet no. The fast na is what send ko. Tap send the abusia. Min can form enough. This a use tap send ya. Ko Apple App Store and Google Play Store na ko downloading right now.
Tap send. Papa no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Till we meet again abusia. Adios.